Lord, my shepherd on the road.
Before we begin giving my kitchen a springtime makeover, let's start at Hobby Lobby and see if we can find anything that will work in the space. Specifically, I'm looking for a piece of art to put over my stove. I attempted to find something at the thrift stores, but I just was not coming up with anything that I thought would be suitable for the whole color scheme. So Hobby Lobby has a lot of incredible options. They are just getting better and better every year. So if you're looking for something specific as far as size or color or shape or texture, I would not hesitate to give Hobby Lobby a look. And here I'm showing you some of the pieces that really caught my eye. I was looking for something a little bit more vertical with a gold frame with vibrant greens and navy blues and even a little bit of pink or red. And I ended up finding the perfect piece, which was the starting point for a whole new look in the kitchen for this spring that I have never done before. So that's all coming up. Don't click away. Make sure that you like this video. That always helps me out. I appreciate that so much. And subscribe if you aren't. I would love to have you here and visiting me every week for new videos. Not only did Hobby Lobby have some great art options, they also had some really neat spring decor this year, like these gigantic bunny planters. I thought these were so cool and beautiful. I could imagine these in a centerpiece on a table filled with tulips or something. I mean, you could get so creative with these. And then I stumbled on the most beautiful plates that I have ever seen at Hobby Lobby. These gorgeous vintage-inspired cabbageware plates, I just thought were done so well. I've been seeing them a little bit more over the last couple years, such as at Target and now at Hobby Lobby, and these are definitely my favorite that I've come across. I loved the green, but I also loved the pink. And I think we're gonna go with the pink this time and try something a little bit different for me and a little bit unexpected. You'll have to wait and see how this all comes together. These Real Touch artificial flowers are great for spring. I think they look extremely realistic. I already own a bunch of these white lilies, but their tulips here are also very beautiful. I have a fun video for you today, one I've been waiting to make for weeks now. We are finally going to start decorating for spring throughout the house. Today I'm focusing mostly, I think, on the kitchen, and I've got everything laid out behind me on the table here, and I'm going to show you what we are working with. So let me spin you around and have you take a look. Okay, so here is everything. It's getting me very excited to get some color in the house and some vibrancy. We're gonna be approaching 50s and 60-degree weather days here soon, so it is gonna definitely be feeling like spring. I can't wait any longer, but let me show you what I've laid out. So what we got at Hobby Lobby, I got this floor mat for the kitchen. I love the block print look of it, the flowers, the colors. We're gonna put that right under the sink and it's gonna be nice and cushy. We're also going to be swapping out the rug in the kitchen for a different one. And then also at Hobby Lobby, they had these absolutely gorgeous vintage inspired cabbageware plates. And I got the light pink. I thought that would be a fun change to add some pastel colors in the kitchen this year for Easter, and maybe even throughout the house. I've never done that before, so why not try something different? These, I think, are geranium type style plates, and these are actually vintage or antique. And I've got, I think, 3 or 4 of these, so we'll see if we'll use those anywhere. I have these cabbages that I absolutely love. They're extremely realistic looking. I'll try and have as many things as I possibly can linked below for you. This set here was from Target last year, and I thought it was really pretty, but now that I'm comparing it to the new Hobby Lobby ones, I think the new Hobby Lobby ones win for sure, but still very fun. Now you can buy actual vintage cabbageware plates and things, but I never come across them, so seeing them at the just the convenience stores and stuff that we already shop is really cool, because I mean, can you even tell the difference between this being a new plate and this being a vintage plate? And I paid $5 for this and $16 for that. Whew, most expensive plate I've ever bought, but I absolutely love these. Okay, I've got my little bunnies here, little dishes. These are all thrifted. Love pulling these out every year. I just think they are so charming, so cute. Let's see. I probably paid around the same price for both, $3 a piece. Another little thrifted shelf sitter bunny that I just love. These little geese are just garage sale finds. I don't know why I always pull those out, but I do. A little bird and bunny salt and pepper shaker, just all thrifted things. And then you'll like these, because my mom, she was crafting one day and she made little carrots out of these, I guess little, must be legs of chairs or something that she had left over, spindles from something. And she turned them into little carrots. I've had this guy for a long time. I thrifted him. I haven't really used him, but when I found it at the thrift store, I definitely thought of, you know, like Easter spring, because of the basket and the I guess it's a duck. But yeah, we'll try and find somewhere to put this one. Another bunny. Oh yes. And this was the painting that I picked up at Hobby Lobby. I tried to find something at the thrift stores that would give me the same kind of feel as this one. I love the colors in it. I love that vibrant green, even that little bit of pink and the red. I think it's gonna go really nice with everything that we have for the kitchen. So I just went ahead and got it from Hobby Lobby. And then we've got some artificial tulips. Now these are actually from Temu and they're gorgeous. These are my favorite ones that I own. They are the most realistic looking ones. These are also from, Hobby Lobby. They have them again this year. I really like these. Just think they're pretty and simple, and they're the real touch again. I've got some eggs. Not sure where I'm gonna put those, but I always think eggs feel like spring to me, so. All right, that's everything that I have pulled out so far. I have some extra florals down here. Not sure how many I'm gonna use. because it's still spring, so there's actually not any flowers up yet here in Michigan. But so I'm not gonna go too crazy with the flowers quite yet, because that feels a little bit more like later summer to me. I wanted to try covering my dishwasher with some beadboard contact paper. I saw this on Amazon. It looked like it would be easy to wipe off and keep clean, so I thought I would just try it. So you'll get to watch me install this and just kind of do a quick little dishwasher transformation. Okay, here's a look at the kitchen before we get started. I've got the red rug in here, which I loved for Christmas and everything, and even through winter, but I think I'm ready to brighten things up a little bit. We'll see, maybe we'll like the red rug for spring with the new painting up, but I still have the cardinal art above my stove. I've got the antlers over here, so I would definitely want to take those down. You saw me add the contact paper onto the dishwasher, and it's okay. I think it could have been better, but just leaving it for now since it took me about an hour to apply. No sense in ripping it right back off. And then I was even considering taking these down and doing something different, but I don't know, they do look really cute up there. And one thing I have added is this little shade. And it's a little hard to tell right now with the light being on, but it's got those nice kind of really fresh olive green colors in it that I want to incorporate more of in here. So we're gonna try this rug in the foyer. Having a rug in here is because I hate this floor very much. It's just, it's cracked, it's cheap, it just looks like cement. Not my favorite, so I like to cover it up as much as I possibly can. And hopefully one of these days I can do something about it. And I just use these Velcro command strips to hang this on my tile. So here they are. And they held as long as I needed them to. So I love these things. All right, for this piece of art, I just took some thread and I'm going to try and stick it through these little staples that were already here. So I'm doing this because I need to be able to hang this on the two hooks around the two doors above the stove. That way I can just take it off if I need to get into those cabinets. And yeah, so I think this will work pretty good. I just need to make sure that it's on there pretty tight because I don't really want this to show. Okay, well I hung the string in the wrong spot because you're gonna see the hooks and the string, so. All right, so next I wanted to attempt hanging these plates where the antlers were. The only thing I'm a little concerned about is this ridge because I hope the depth is going to be okay with these command strips. So we'll try one and see. Now these command strips hold 15 pounds each, so I should be okay weight-wise. They are kind of heavier plates, but I have hung things with these a million times, so I feel pretty confident.
For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whoever believes in him should not perish, but have everlasting. God sent his Son not to condemn the world, but that the world through him might be saved. Whoever believes in him has eternal life.
I I got these gingham runners at the Target dollar spot. So one is going to be hanging on the oven, and the other one I thought that I can make some cafe curtains for my windows here to kind of tie the patterns in together and carry on with that nice kind of bright olive green color. So let's get to creating those.
By the waters, strong and wide, Pharaoh's army tried to ride, but the Lord rolled the sea away, and He led His people safe at gate. Sing to the Lord, for He is high, horse and rider cast into the sky. Moses led with his hand so strong, Miriam danced, we sang along. With tambourine and joyful song, Miriam and women moved along. Praise the Lord for victories won, for His great power and only Son. Sing to the Lord, for He is high, horse and rider cast into.
And today I'm taking you along for a little more spring decorating here at my old maple home. We're going to start here in the laundry room, and I'm just going to begin taking down some of the decor that I've had up all Christmas and winter to make space for some fresh new spring. I'm also going to take you thrifting with me in this video, and we're going to see if we can find some more spring items that I can sprinkle through my house. After I get done doing the laundry room, we're going to move over into the breakfast room and also add some cheerful spring items in there. So I hope you enjoy. Give this video a like, I guess, hype it. That's the new thing we're supposed to do. And subscribe if you haven't. Thank you so much. And I'll be back in to talk to you here and there.
Forever still the same. The hungry now are filled with bread, the rich are sent away. The promise made shines through every day. The faithful word the prophet spoke has come to life again. The Savior promised long ago.
This wire basket I've had for a long time. I thrifted it years ago and I painted it a creamy color and made it chippy, but I decided that I wanted it to have a little bit more presence, so I spray painted it with kind of a hammered metal look. And now I'm going to fill it back up with our wool dryer balls. I had the idea to pull out some of my copper pieces to try here in the laundry room. I thought that the copper would look really pretty alongside the pale blue that I have in here. So let's see how we can work these pieces into the laundry room spring decor.
My heart rejoices in the Lord. My strength is lifted high. The Holy One has heard my cry and turned my mourning into joy. No one holy like the Lord, no rock like Him we know. The proud will stumble in their strength, but grace will lift the low. The Lord lifts up the lowly, the proud He casts aside. He fills the empty hands with bread and humbles those in pride. Boughs of warriors break apart. The weak are clothed in might. The hungry now are satisfied. The barren sings with life. The Lord will guard the faithful ones. His justice will remain. The King will rise in strength and power. His kingdom will reign. The Lord lifts up the lowly, the proud He casts aside. He fills the empty hands with bread and humbles those in pride.
I love how the laundry room is coming together so far. The pops of copper are just what it needed. So now I'm just going to add some springy touches over to this thrifted coat rack here with a little kind of sun hat and then a copper pitcher that we'll add some flowers to, and then a fun kind of vintage little jacket that I've had for a long time. I think that the pop of blue over here is just what this corner is going to need. Do you remember these from my last video? I had told you that my mom made them for me. So we're finally going to find a place for them here in the laundry room. I think this is the perfect place to display them.
Armor strong, defying Israel's line. The soldiers shook with fear and doubt at Goliath's challenge cry. A shepherd boy stepped forward then, with faith within his hand. 5 smooth stones beside his sling, trusting God's command.
the waters strong and wide, Pharaoh's army tried to ride, but the Lord rolled the sea away, and he led his people safe at gate. Sing to the Lord, for he is high, horse and rider cast into the sky. Moses led with his hands so strong, Miriam danced, we sang along. With tambourine and joyful song, Miriam and women moved along. Praise the Lord for victories won, for his great power and only Son. Sing to the Lord, for he is high, horse and rider cast into the sky. Moses led with his hands so strong, Miriam danced, we sang along. The Lord is my strength and song, he has triumphed.
Here we are at Salvation Army. The first thing I saw was this bunny planter. I thought it was really pretty and it had potential, especially if it was spray painted white. And then I looked down at their eggs and I really liked these paper mache eggs. I thought they were soft and pretty with the muted colors.
Blessed are the poor in spirit, heaven's kingdom will be theirs. Blessed are the ones who are mourning, God will wipe away their tears. Blessed are the meek and humble, they will walk upon the land.
They had a nice selection of vintage picture frames this time. I did find a couple that I liked. I try not to go too crazy with frames because you can end up with just a massive amount of them. But I did like these and I think that I can do something with them.
Blessed are the ones who follow God, will right what has gone wrong.
I got really excited when I saw all of these bird prints. Definitely a vintage look to them, and I really liked them. They were $2 a piece. I think there were like 5 of them all together, and they were all different, but the frames were just so incredibly cheap and chintzy that I ended up passing on them. I think that I could probably find bird prints in maybe some books that I have, or even print some off online. So it wasn't worth it to me to pay $2 a piece for just the prints inside, but they were really cool and they were so close to being an awesome find. But stay tuned because just minutes later, I do find a couple amazing pieces of art.
Blessed are the ones who follow God, will right what has gone wrong.
And here is what I brought home from Salvation Army: the paper mache eggs that we're going to style together, 2 of the vintage gold frames, And then the find of the day, which are these 2 vintage prints of florals with blue and creams and the perfect amount of gold wooden frames. So we're going to style all of these together and show you just the whole completed transformation, just little bits of spring here in the breakfast room.